Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Marlene from Life with Marlene. Welcome to today's little discussion topic. I'm gonna have to switch things around every once in a while. Sometimes I'll be able to do the Wednesday show, and sometimes I won't. And when I can't, I'll have to do the Sunday show. So, how are you all doing? Hi, Gems. I hope you're doing great. I'm doing awesome. Yeah, I have this great topic for you all. I'm just going to wait a little bit to see who comes in to the show. And I got to say thank you to all the new subscribers of the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to Life with Marlene. It's very much appreciated. So I'm not going to be on here for too long, maybe between 30 minutes and an hour, something like that. But I just got something to say. The other day, I was in, what store was that? The grocery store, Publix, and I heard two people talking. And what they were talking about, it was like one person was saying to her friend, like trying to tell her about her own business. And I was just like, that's crazy. But, you know how like you're listening, but you're not listening. Like you're being nosy, but you're trying to pretend that you're not really listening to what they have to say. But anyhow, that's what they were talking about. The friend was trying to tell her how she should handle her business. And I was said to myself, they think that they know your business better than you do. And I went and right into my notes on my phone and I typed that in and I said, I'm gonna make that be on a show on one of my channels because yeah. And I'm serious about this right here that people think that they know your business more than you do. Okay, so I'll tell y'all. When I heard that this person was talking and I heard what they were saying, they were like, "Oh, you should do this and you should do that." I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute. How do you think you know somebody else's business more than that person?" And that brings me to like my topic when I want to talk about um, like when people look at you, they look at you and they see, how you look, maybe where you live, how the things that you have. People look at the material things, they go by the outside, like how you look and all of those things, like the vain things, but people don't know about the things that you have going on behind the scenes. People don't know about your health. People don't know about your finances. People don't know about all kinds of struggles that you could be having, and people will try to tell you like out of their mouth what you should be doing with your life. And I have like a major problem with that. How do you think you can tell somebody how they feel? You can't tell somebody else about what they should be spending their money on. Well, I will qualify that. You can tell somebody about their finances if they keep coming to you and asking you for money. That's the only other thing. But if somebody isn't coming to you asking you for money, why are you telling people how to spend their money? Why are you telling people how they should look and the clothes they should wear and the food they should eat? Like people go in way too far than they should. Hey, realist one, how are you? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Just talking about this topic, something that got me a little perturbed, a little irritated. People who think that they know how to tell you how you feel. They try to act like they walk in your shoes. That their situation, or another thing, like people will try to tell you because of how things were when they were that your age, especially older people. They think that because they went through something 30 years ago that it's still the same way like it was for them. Everybody's situation is different, unique. No two people have the same circumstances, even if two people like to have a similar life, like, they live in the same general area, they make about the same money, they have a similar family dynamic, but everybody's situation is different. So you can't know what it's like to live in that person's shoes. People like they I don't know. It's like they're crazy. They try to get you like messed up in your head. If you let them, if you let them. I've just learned to not let people rent space in my head for free, because I'm like, this is crazy that you think that you can tell somebody how to spend their money. Like, you worked and made that money. You know what you like to eat, like trying to tell you what you should eat. Oh, you shouldn't eat that. This is what you should eat. And that's not even your type of food. Not everybody likes the same type of food. It's just like certain people like seafood, some people don't like seafood, some people like meat, some people are vegan. You know, you can't tell somebody what is good for them. And it's like the older that I'm getting, like my filter is getting, I don't know, like I don't handle things the way that I used to when I was, I don't know, like 18, 19. I guess before I knew myself, I would let people get away with things and say the things that they want to. But now it's like my mouth is too slick. My mouth is too slick. And especially because now I have different responsibilities, taking care of other people. Like, don't tell me how to raise a kid. Don't tell me how to take care of my own family members. Don't tell me how things are in my house. And people like to tell you how things are in your house, and how you should take care of somebody, but they're not willing to do anything to help you with it. They're not going to give you any money. They're not going to be babysitting no kids. They're not going to be giving you no food. They're not going to make your car payment, house payment, rent, light, water, nothing. So, why do people think that they can run things in your life and tell you how you should run things? I'm just like, how do you think you know my business better than I do? How do you think that you can like try to control my life? And I feel that that's what it is. 100% is people want to try to control you, or try to get into your head. And that's one of the things that irritates me, when people try to ask you questions really basically to be nosy, because they want to get in your business and find out things about you, like the things you have going on, and then they get mad when you don't tell them. But why do people think that they have the right to know your business, to ask you about your business? And when they go too far, when they step outside of bounds and get in your business, try to be nosy, and then when you tell them to stay in their place and mind their own business, then they get mad. Like, if you don't get in people's business, you don't have any time or room to like, I don't understand how you're upset. How are you upset and angry because you think you know my business? You know? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Good evening to everyone in chat. Happy Sunday here at work listening in. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for coming by, and I appreciate the likes. Yeah, it's something that kind of gets under my skin when somebody tries to tell you about your own personal business, try to run things in your life. People try to be nosy, get to know, want to ask you, like, what about this and what about that? And how come this and how come that? And when you don't tell them, then they get upset. And then they go behind your back and talk about you. I don't like those things. Like I was just saying, that people get upset, they get angry when they can't find out your business. They get upset and they get angry when they can't control you. People don't like it because they can't control you and try to tell you what to do. And one thing that I learned a long time ago is that I can't deal with people and their foolishness. I'm doing good. How have you been? I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little better than I was. I think it's like a process here. If you all know that I had that bacterial infection, so I'm still dealing with that a little bit. But I'm all right today. I'm hanging in there. I hope you're having a great Sunday. And everybody who's watching live now or watching in the replay, I hope you're having a great Sunday as well. So let me tell y'all something about that's been on my mind a little bit. Um, People on this app, people on social media, especially think that they know your business. And I see it, and it's just very disturbing how people think because you're um, here on social media and because you have a YouTube channel, people think that they have the right to tell you about your business here on this app. And that's something like crazy to me. Like it's very nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's absolutely crazy, in fact, that people think because you're on this app or any social media, it could be TikTok or anything else. People do think that they can tell you about your business, and they don't have that right. Hey, sure, Shannon, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So do you all deal with that too, or is it just like something? Is this just like a Florida thing where people are just like trying to tell you about what you should do, um, like tell you what you should eat? People get mad when they can't find out about your business, and I don't get that because I'm not a person. I guess because I'm a person, I have so much things going on. I'm such a busy person that I don't even have time to slow down to even like, okay, I have to ask myself sometimes, like, okay, what's next? What are you about to do? That I don't even have time to look at what somebody else is doing and get into somebody else's business. I just don't get it how other people think that they know what you should be doing in your life. I don't get that part. You are so right. That's why I have been chilling. Awesome, Stephanie. Yeah. And it's like the older that you get, like when I was younger, I definitely didn't get where I wanted to know people's business. I wanted to get involved in things, and I would put, my little whatever words and try to tell other people what they should be doing. But it's like the older that you get, and the more you get involved in your own personal business, and the more that you become happy. And I think that that's it. I think I just came to the thought that I want to bring out that the more you become happy, you don't have time to be concerned about how other people are doing. And it's not like you're mean, you're selfish, but when you're so concerned on your own happiness, you don't have time to get involved. I'm so busy these days and trying to be in my own lane and to work on the things that I need to work on and to handle my personal business for myself and my family, that I don't understand how other people have time to be involved in another person's business. And I do think that it's because they have no business, either they're lazy, they're just nosy, they're gossip, they just like to gossip about another person, or maybe some people, when they don't are in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, they want to get involved in your personal business because they don't have anybody to keep them entertained, I guess. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, trying to get to the bottom of it to try to understand why other people think that they can tell you about your own life, especially when it comes to like your money. When you work hard for your money, I don't know about you guys, but people who are in your family will try to tell you how you should spend your money. And I'm like, that's crazy to me. I don't understand that part. I'm like, where were you? And I work nights. So I'm like, when I'm up all night working, you're in your bed sleeping, and you want to tell me, oh, how come you have this and how come you have that? Well, why don't you get another job? Why don't you fix your own business instead of trying to tell me, oh, you shouldn't work at night? I wouldn't work at night, but you don't have things together. And I found that the people who don't have their things together, people don't who don't have their life together, people who don't have any relationship, people who are just lazy, they always, those people who have no business, no life, no money, no goals, and they are miserable, they are the ones that love to tell you how your life should be. I've always found that people who have no life, people who are miserable and they're mean and nasty and everything, they don't have their stuff together, so they try to make you feel miserable in your life. And I just, the older that I get, I just don't have time for that. And I'm becoming to be more of a person, especially in friendships, that if a person can't make time for me, I can't make time for them. Like, I'm not going to be chasing after anybody. I'm not going to be, and anybody, period. I don't care, not just friends, family, in a relationship. Like, it has to go, not tit for tat, not because I do this, you have to do that for me. But I mean, you, people have to be actively doing something in your life to stay in my life like these days. I can't take the foolishness like before. I don't know. Everybody's situation is different and every person is different, but I used to put up with a lot. I used to let people run over me and do things that I didn't like, and I would never speak up about it. And I would find myself being upset and angry, taking it out on people who actually do love me. So I don't do that anymore. When people make me upset or angry, I I tell them right away that, there's the door. I don't like how you treat me. I don't let people treat me like a doormat like I used to. Before, I was so concerned with making other people happy that I was never making myself happy. And that's not going to work anymore. Some people don't have a life. You're right. And don't have a life. You're right. My life is so busy. I don't have time for other people's business. And I think that that's what it is. It's like, I don't understand how people have the type of time to, they know everybody's business. They know who is dating. They know how much money other people make. They know what's happening with other people's kids. But yet their own family environment, their own, everything is falling apart. And I feel like for myself, I got so much things that I need to improve about myself, like real talk, honestly, transparently. I got so much things that I need to work on. I don't have time to look over to the side and say, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, and trying to find out what other people are doing. And it's not that I don't care about other people, but it's just, I just don't have the time to be concerned about what other people are doing, because I'm so focused in on making myself happy and getting my money right, and doing the things that I need to do for myself. And these people will like actually, there's people actually who will like actually try to envy your life, try to be like you and do like you. Hey Tamika, how are you? Welcome. Happy Sunday. I appreciate you being here. Join in on the topic. Let me put the link in the chat for anybody who would like to add to this topic. But I found for myself that, like, I get upset about people who they don't have their life together. Like, it's the people who try to tell you about your finances, like get your finances together and do this and that, but they have no money, or they try to tell you like you shouldn't be fighting with your kids, but yet they haven't talked with their kids in a long time, or they try to tell you about marriage, but then they're not married, or like vice versa. Another thing that irritates me a little bit too, like when a woman tries to say how a man should be. Like, you're not a man. You don't know what it takes to be a man. And the same thing for me. I don't like when another another person, a man tries to tell me what it's like to be a woman. Like, you've never been a woman a day in your life. You don't know the struggles of a woman. And also, every woman or man's experiences are different. How you go through things may not be how I go through things. So, like, it's different, and I don't like those type of things. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate that. Yeah. How one person could be going through things, you may never go through that in your life. So, I do think that it is some projection that happens too, with a lot of people. Hey, East, how are you doing? Hey, Marlene, let me tell you how it's like. What's going on, East Dad? And everybody in the chat. Happy Sunday to everybody. Um, I just don't understand that how people can think that, okay, for myself, for example, when I see other women and I see how their life is going, I could never go to another woman and try to tell another woman how her life is, because I'm not her. And the same thing, like me trying to tell a man how his life is. I'm not a man. I never been a man. So I can't tell another man how his experience is in his life. But the people want to take control and tell you how your life is. And they've never been you. They've never gone through your experiences. They don't know what you're going through, nothing. And a lot of times people don't even care. That's the whole thing that drives me crazy. They don't care. I'm chilling, don't have a clue how to be a woman. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That would be like me going around and giving advice on how hard it is, how difficult, how easy it is to be a man. And I'm not a man. And even if I was, that would be like me giving advice on how things are for all women. I can just talk about my life and how my experience is as a woman. And people like to tell another woman or a man how their experience is, how their finances should be, and if they should stay in a relationship or if they should go. You don't know. Hey, Miss 702, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Appreciate your support. You don't know what it's like to be somebody else. I don't know what it's like to be another woman. I definitely don't know what it's like to be a man. But people like to try to tell you how your life is, and how you should be acting or reacting, or where you should be in your life, and how your finances should be, and you should have done this and all kinds of things. And I'm just here to say that, you know, other ladies, what you're going through as a woman, you can always tell, talk about your personal experience, as a woman. Right now this is happening or that's happening to me, but I can't say all women go through this, and I definitely could never say how the experience is for a man. I can never say how the experience is for a man, and how they go through. I don't know the struggles of a man because I'm not a man. I just can say the struggles of Marlene. I can just say the experiences that I've been through in my years of existence. Thank you so much, Miss 702. That's all I can do. I can just say what life has been like on this earth, the things that I go through and the things that I dealt with. but people who have never been through your personal experience. It's just like when I was talking about, my domestic violence stuff, and somebody else was trying to tell me how it is because they were in a domestic violence relationship. I I'm not trying to discount the things that another woman has gone through. Everybody's experience in their relationship is different, you know. Everybody's financial situation is different. Everybody's background is different. Everybody's childhood is different. Everybody's day to day is different. Different family relationships, different finances, just hurdles of just day to day life, just being a woman or being a man. I can't tell another woman or a man how their life is, but people love to tell you how your life is, especially here on this app, because I'm a person that's transparent, and I don't have no problem talking about, things that I've been through. People judge, you could judge whatever, say whatever you want to. I really don't care what another person has to say, but you can't tell somebody how they feel and then get upset about it just because that's what you personally went through. And that's one of the things that I learned when I went through therapy. When you're not mentally and emotionally stable, sometimes you think that because of what you have been going through in the past, whatever, how many months, years that you were in a relationship or in friendships or what happened in your family, that other people went through the same thing, and it's not. Right, Miss 702. Honor everyone's experiences. I feel you. um I can't tell anybody. That would be like me trying to talk about the experience of being a grandchild when I've never had grandparents. I think about that sometimes. I wonder what's that's like to be a grandchild. Because when I was growing up, my mom and my dad had me older later in life, so they were already gone. So I never had the experience of being, a grandchild, but I can listen to other people and try to learn something from their experience. But people think that they can tell you how your experience in your life is. Hey, Miss V, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Sunday. That's one thing that I will never get. That somebody who has never walked in your shoes, they've never gone through the things that you have been through, they've never carried all of the weight that you have carried, but yet they think that they can tell you, I know exactly how your life is. Just because a person, looks okay on the outside, and I say that all the time, for people I mentor, when I talk about, I talk to the family and support and all of those things. Nobody can know what is going on in somebody's head, because people can put on a good front. People can appear to be okay. Definitely, I see it all the time. People can look good on the outside, but mentally they're not okay. Mentally, they are going through a lot, but they don't want to talk about it because this very reason. They don't want to be judged. They don't want anybody to think bad about them or to say something because they don't they don't need it. When you're going through a lot of things in your life, the last thing that you need is somebody to look at you and say, hmm, you shouldn't do that, or you should have done that, or why are you doing that. I always say if you can't support another person, if you can't do something kind, if you can't like add to somebody, if you can't bless somebody and encourage somebody, then just keep your mouth shut. Unless it's something that really involves you that you have to get involved in. But if you are not in that person's shoes, if you don't know the specific details of something, Don't tell somebody how their life is. Don't tell somebody what they personally are going through because you're not them. And I see people, they love to say things out of their mouth and tell another person how their life is. It's easy to pass some judgments. Thank you so much, Stephanie. It's easy to pass judgments because everybody does it. It's easy to look at another person and we think we know what somebody is going through. You think you know what a person's life is. You know what you think you know what a day in their life is, but you don't know about the behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on in somebody's mind, and it happens all the time when we see people unalive themselves and we think that like, oh, they had everything going on, but you don't know what personally that person was going through in their head. Just because a person looks a certain way, it does not make them mentally stable. It doesn't make that you don't know what kind of weights, what kind of skeletons they have in their closet. And that's why I always say, it doesn't take a lot to be nice to another person. It takes nothing from you to be kind. And I always say, if you can't say something kind or nice to somebody, don't say nothing at all. Like I see stuff sometimes and I may not like it and I have a negative opinion, but I just keep my mouth closed because I'm not going to do something to add to somebody's life. I'm not going to do something to encourage somebody. I'm not going to do something to bless somebody. And if you can't encourage somebody, support them, do something kind, be nice, do something supportive, like why say anything? Why open up your mouth? The best thing that you can do is to just don't say anything. If you can't say something nice, kind, or supportive, like real talk, just shut up. And I'm at that point in my life where I just want to tell people to shut up. If you're not going to add, if you're not going to bless, if you're not going to do something kind, if you're not going to be supportive or help somebody out, then don't say nothing. For real. That's how I really feel, and I'm just getting more and more into that these days. Don't tell somebody what they're going through because you don't know. You don't know a person's financial situation. You don't know a person's mental status. You don't know a person's health. You don't know about what's going on in their family. You don't know. You just look at people and you see how they look, how they appear to be. A person can look and appear to be very strong and very happy, but it can all be just a smoke screen because um, unfortunately we have to walk around with some type of, not facade, but like sometimes you have to put up like a rough exterior, like, oh, I'm doing great, and and inside you're dying, but you don't want other people to judge you. Hey, Adam and Geneva, cute tubers, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Rochelle, how are you? Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? You don't know what somebody is going through. You never know. It's like when I was in high school, I used to see I used to see like some kids that were in my class, and they didn't have like the most up to date clothes, like with name brands. They didn't have a lot. You could tell that maybe their family was struggling financially, but like for me, I never thought to open up my mouth and to say, "Oh, look at you! You don't even have nice clothes." I never understand the gall of other people to look at somebody and make fun of another person because they don't have something, or to pass judgments on a mother or a father or a parent or somebody in a caregiver role trying to take care of somebody, whether it's their parents, family member, kids, but they're not doing anything. I'm like, you're not opening up your pocket to give them any money? Are you going to take them in? Are you going to support them? Are you going to babysit those kids? Like, if you're not going to do something for somebody and add to somebody's life, then stay out of people's business. If you are not going to help, stay out of people's business. And even here on this app of YouTube, just because people who are on this app and they are so nice and kind to share a part of their life, if you can't say something positive, don't say nothing negative. Don't say anything unkind. Don't say anything mean. Telling people what they should do, and you should have done this and you should have done that. Unless you're giving people some money, unless you're gonna support them emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and or financially, stay out of people business. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm fed up. I really am. I'm so tired. Like, especially on this app, of seeing people tell people how they should take care of their family. Tell people how they should fix their hair, and what clothes they should wear, and how they should think, and the belief and their values. If you don't like something that somebody is doing, click off. You have the right to, if you don't like somebody's content, click off the content. Don't watch it. But they'll watch a whole video and then leave a whole paragraph with what they didn't like and what you should do. But are you paying that person's Wi-Fi? Did you buy them a computer, a phone, some editing materials? Did you buy their food? you know if you're not going to do something to add to somebody's life, if you're not going to do something to support another person, stay out of people business. Like, that's what I just had to get that out. I definitely had to get that out. And especially on this app of YouTube, it's hard to be a content creator. Let me just be honest and just say that it's very hard to be a content creator, because life doesn't stop just because you are a content creator. You still got to provide. You still got bills to pay. You still got a house to clean, and food to eat, and everything else that goes on with your life. You still got your own self that you got to take care of emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. You still got to take care of all of that. And here come people with their judgments on your content, on your videos, on your vlogs, on whatever it is that you do, and want to put in their little input and tell you what you should be doing. No. And I'm telling you, anybody who has something to say, the next time, I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to be nice. I'm tired of always being the nice person, because when you're a nice person and when you're kind, people take you for granted, and they think because you're nice that they can say whatever they want to say to you. And nobody has that right. Nobody has a right to say whatever they want to say. Just because you think something doesn't mean you should say it. Keep your opinions to yourself. If they're negative, if they're mean, if you're projecting, if you're going through something, don't take it out on another person. You know, Click off. I said that all the time. That's why what I like, what Gio always says, that my content may not be for everybody, but it is for somebody. Not everybody's gonna like your stuff. I get it. I agree. And the same thing in real life, because this app is just, YouTube is entertainment, and people come here to be entertained, and I get it. Everybody's not gonna like everybody's content, and that's fine. But why do you have to be nasty? Why be negative? What does it take to be nice and kind to another person? But people who are going through things, they're mean, they're evil, they're wicked, they're going through whatever stuff, going through some financial problems, going through some health problems, and they come on here and they take it out on everybody else. Or they look at another person that's doing amazing, that's putting in the work, they're putting in the hard work, and they're envious because they can't do the same thing. Well, just because another person is putting in the work, that doesn't mean that you have to say something evil to try to take the wind out of another person's sail. I can say that as a content creator. I don't have a life like I have nothing to do, but I put in the work because I want to, I want to. I have already made a decision, to win. Personal me. I'm not saying anybody else what they should be doing in their life and their channel, but people come over here and try to tell me how to handle my business and what I should do and what I should talk about and the clothes that I should wear, and they don't like how I do this or I don't do that and I need to change this. If you are not going to pay my bills, if you're not going to pay for my clothing, my food, my whatever, I don't care about your opinion. And that's what I got to say. That's what I came on here to say. If somebody doesn't have something nice to say, keep it to yourself. It really is, Miss Fee. It's too much. It's too much. And I try my best to be a positive person. I try my best to always be, supportive of other people, try to be nice. I try to be kind to other people, but don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Marlene is not going to be a doormat. And I say that for you and whoever is watching now, whoever's watching on the replay. Don't be a doormat to other people. Don't let people treat you like trash. Don't let people waste your time. Don't let people throw you under the bus. And just because a person asks you your personal business, it doesn't mean you have to answer it. If you don't like something, if something makes you feel uncomfortable, if something is disrupting your peace, get rid of it. Don't talk to them. Block them. There's nothing more important. I can say for me, I can't say for you. For me, nothing is more important than my peace of mind. And anything that disrupts my peace of mind must go. So I say that to you all too, whether it's on social media, whether it's real life, on the job, whatever, your family, friends, in a relationship. Don't let anybody disturb your peace, everybody. Don't let it. Life is too precious. Um, Life is too precious. Every day is a gift. Every day. And if you feel that your life is not a gift at the moment because of other people, you got to find a way to get those people out your life. You never know when is your last day on this earth, when is the last minute that you're going to have to breathe. So don't let other people disturb what you have going on, what gifts, what talents that you have, what you're about, what you want to do. One thing that I'm learning, the older that I get, and especially here on social media, that it's about what I personally want. And I say that to you all too. It's about what you personally want, not what other people want from you. You have to know what you want. You got to know the your own direction for your life. It's about you and your purpose and your plan for your life. It's about you living your life with peace, with passion, and positively. Those are my 3 P's: peace, positively, and passion. And anything that disrupts your peace, your purpose, and your passion, it has to go. Any people who disrupt any of those 3, it has to go. Life is too short. Life can be beautiful. Yes, there are struggles in life. There's problems. There's difficulties. What's wrong, Lisa? Yes, there's problems. Yes, there's difficulties. Yes, there's a lot of things that could be going on in life. There's a lot of things that can go on in life, right? And people don't know about those things, but at the end of the day, it's about what you personally want to do. You got to know yourself. And I'm finding that the more that you tune out all of the noise from other people, you got to do that. You got to tune out the noise of other people. the projections of other people, who likes you, who doesn't like you. At the end of the day, you got to learn to be okay. You got to learn to strengthen yourself from within, strengthen your own mind, um, step into your purpose, use your talents, use your talents, use your gifts. And following behind other people, or trying to respond back to what other people are thinking about me, what people are thinking about you, what are their judgments, what do they think you should do and be, and maybe they don't like the way you look or talk or dress or what you're about, and people think that you should have this or do that to make them happy. But at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about you, everybody. It's about you and what you like and why you're here. you know each of us is here for a reason. Each of us is here for a purpose, and there is a plan. That's the message. There is a plan for each of us, but a lot of people don't listen to their plan for their life. They have no focus. They have no dream. They have no passion. They have no love for themselves. So they want to be miserable. They want to be angry. They want to take things out on you. And of course, what they would love for you to engage. They want you to go back and forth so that they can have an exchange. That makes them feel good because they're angry and they want you to be angry. Okay? They want you to be angry just like they are. So don't let another person and their anger and their bitterness and their drama and their foolishness, don't let another person's foolishness become yours. Don't take that on your head. Don't put that in your heart. Don't let another person make you feel less than, without your permission. See, because we give people permission about what we think. When somebody says something to us, is how we choose to process it. And how we choose to look at it. Like, are we going to believe it? Are you going to believe the lie, or are you going to take it in? Are you going to eat on it and then believe it? Or are you going to immediately, when you hear something and you know it's a lie, are you going to dismiss it? And that's where I am right now in my life. When I hear something, don't give it too much weight. When you hear something, you be like, no, that's not me. That's you. That's your problem. That's your issue. Don't take things onto yourself, everybody, and project it and get yourself all angry and upset. And it's not worth it when they're not worth it, because most of the time, at the end of the day, they don't care about you. They're not doing anything for you. They're not here to elevate you and to make you be a better person. They don't care about you. All the majority of people who are like that, who are trying to get you upset and angry, and they want to fight with you about something, all they want is to make you feel like they do. They want to get you stuck like they're stuck. They want to make you miserable like they are. Hey, Nexie. Hey, Michelle. How are you guys doing? Good to see you all. They want to make you upset. They want to make you angry like they are. They have no life. So what they want to do, right? What they want to do is they want to make you upset. They want to make you, go out of character so that they can have something that they can say about you. I didn't understand that before. When somebody says something to me, that people know your triggers. People know what gets you set off, right? People pay attention. They know what, oh, if I say this or I do that, that's going to set them off. So don't fall into their traps, because that's just what people will do. They try to get you hook, line, and sinker, and then reel you in, okay? And try to use you just like a puppet with the strings, and do what I say. Okay, I'm going to do this, and then, hey, look at the puppet dance. They're doing exactly what I want them to do. Don't let another person try to tell you about your life, okay? Your life, your life. You know your business. You know your finances. You know what you like and you know what you don't. Don't try to change who you are. Okay? Don't try to change who you are for them. Don't try to make another person happy. And then meanwhile, you're making yourself miserable. Right, Miss Fee? We all have an assignment. Yes, purpose. Mm-hmm. I needed to hear this today. Perfect timing, Marlene. Now, thank you so much. Yeah, people think that they know your life, and I'm here to tell you that nobody knows your life better than you do. Nobody knows about the backstory. People don't know about the tears you cry, the heavy weights that you're carrying on your head and your heart. People don't know about when you may be dealing with a health problem. People don't know what it's like when you're caring for people in your household. People don't know about all of those things. Nobody knows. And the thing about it is that nobody cares. The majority of people out there do not care that you're upset about something. So, with that being said, don't let another person's what they're going through, what they're trying to be in your business, what they're trying to get you upset and angry about. Don't let them get so much power over you and so much control over you that you stop doing what you want to do. You stop the smile on your face. Don't let a person cause you to turn your smile upside down. Don't let people take you out of character and the next thing you're angry, you're screaming, you're cussing. No, don't do that. Don't lower yourself to their level. Okay? Don't dummy yourself down. Don't let yourself sink below who you are. Just because another person is angry, they're upset, they're low vibrational, they have a lot of issues. Don't let other people's issues become yours. Because a lot of times we take other people's issues onto ourselves and we try to carry that. You know, we let some people sometimes make us angry for no reason. Okay, don't let another person make you angry. Don't do it. Um, don't do it. It's just not worth it. You're too wonderful of an individual. If you don't have people in your life to tell you that, I feel like maybe that was my message and that was my purpose, for me to say that people really don't appreciate all the all of what you are. you know a lot of times people don't appreciate what they have in a friend, in a family member, in a romantic relationship, in a coworker, until it's gone. People don't know what they have until it's gone. Hey, lovely Cherokee, how are you? Welcome. I rarely get angry, but I hear what you're saying about this. Yeah, me either. I'm definitely not a person that I wouldn't say I'm not a person that gets angry, but I'm not a person to have like the outburst. I know how to control myself, and I know when I feel myself getting upset. I know when to be like, okay, I know by the time I get to 5, I know myself. I know when I'm on 5, and I know that I'm not going to let myself get to 6. So I definitely had to. I have to work on myself, and I say the same thing to you. Every day we're a work in progress. So don't let other people and whatever they're going through, their drama, their foolishness, get inside of you and bring you down, disrupt your peace, make you angry, make you sad. No, not without your permission. Thank you so much, Realist One. Yes, please hit the like and subscribe. I don't allow anyone to steal my peace. I walk away. Yes, we have to. And I used to find myself like when somebody would make me upset about something, I would find myself angry. I'm screaming. I'm doing this. And then if you pay attention in the moment when somebody is doing something and they say something to you and you say something back, Have you ever seen some people like they have a smirk on their face? Oh, the sun is setting over here. Let me turn the camera a little bit. Um, have you ever seen like some people when you are reacting to what they're saying to you, like they have a smirk on their face? Some people are so happy that they got you worked up because that's exactly what they wanted. Exactly so that they can say, look, I got him upset. I got him angry. So, you know, that's basically what I came over here to say. Let me put the link in the chat if anybody would like to add to this before I get out of here. Yes, realist one, protect your peace. Protect your peace by any means is one of the only things we have control over. It is. And it is so true. Protect your peace by any means. Well, I had to learn for myself that either I was going to control myself or I was going to be controlled. And that's how life is until you take control of what you choose to think about yourself, until you take control of, I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to argue with a grown person. I'm grown and I don't go back and forth because I'm not a kid. Until you make that sort of decision for yourself, then that's what it is. That's what you're going to do until you make a decision to respect yourself. Other people won't. I shut down and and feelings get sensitive. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Don't let other people with their issues, okay? Don't let other people and their issues get you down. Don't let other people think that, going back to the original topic of this discussion, um, people think that they know their business better than you. That's what, that's the whole thing. They think that they know your business better than you. You know what's going on in your life. You know what you're trying to do. You know what you like and you know what you don't like. So don't let another person tell you what your life is. Don't let another person tell you what you're about. Show by your actions what you're about. Because one thing that I learned a long time ago is that I can't control what another person thinks about me. That's not my business. It's not my business to even care. Don't put so much weight into that, to care what other people think about you, and if they like it and blah blah blah. Irrelevant, and it don't matter. None of it matters at the end of the day. It's about your peace of mind. It's about your personal happiness. It's about you loving yourself. It's about you stepping in your purpose and doing what you're supposed to do for you. Don't let anybody tell you what you're about. You have to make that definition for yourself. And I think more people would be much happier. People would be much happier if they learn to ignore people, block out the negative of other people. People trying to get in your business, people trying to tell you how your life is. None of it matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's about you doing what you need to do for yourself, for your family, and then go and do it. Yep. Yep. Light triggers their demons. Yep. And I found that the happier that I am, you'll start to see the more that you are happy. Hey Anthony, good to see you. I found that the more happy that I became, you start to see other people. You start to see the people who you thought, hey, I thought that we were friends, or I thought, we were family. And just because people are in our life, right? Hey Anthony, I hope you're doing great. Happy Sunday. Um, Just because we know a lot of people, just because people are in our life, just because people are hanging around us, that doesn't mean that they support us. That doesn't mean they care about us. That doesn't mean that they want our best interests. Some people are here to take from us. Some people are here to pull from us, to break us down. They don't want for us to win. They want us to lose. They want to take your ideas. They want to stop you. They want to slow you down. They want to make you feel negatively about yourself. They want to take the things that you have. Okay? Don't let other people take what you have. It's your personal possession, what you think, what your mindset is. That's yours. Nobody can take that away. Nobody can take away. That's one of the things that people can always come out of their mouth. And they can always say something out their mouth about you. But nobody knows what you're doing on the inside, in your mind. People don't know what you're working on mentally. People don't know about your spiritual elevation. People don't know about all of that. People don't know behind the scenes what you're working on for your financial, success. Because I do believe 100% in when you start working on the health of one thing, whether you work on your spiritual health. When you work on your spiritual health, guess what? Your physical health improves, your emotional health, your mental health, everything improves the more that you are more of yourself, and you're in your purpose, and you're loving yourself, and you're living with passion. See, the more that you learn to love yourself and to do what is meant for you. Now, I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about you right now. The more that you do what is meant to be for you, the more joy that you have, the more peace that you strive to have, the more that you go after your goals and you stay in your lane, not looking at another person, not being envious, jealous, looking at, does this person like you? No, the other person's evaluations, other people's opinions of you. No, throw all of that out and cast it away and behind you. You don't need that. You don't need any negativity in your life. And pay attention to the people that you have closest to you, because the people who are closest to us, those are the very ones. And I know that this message is for somebody. The people who are closest to us aren't always the ones that want us to win. Those are the ones that want to cause your demise, your downfall. Those are the ones that have a knife behind their back. They're ready at the attack to get you down. So pay attention and don't tell everybody your business. So, yeah, that's all I came to say, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. A little bit later at 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Marlene Motivates, I have a podcast where I'm talking about it's my time to win. So that will be happening at 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a vlog that will be premiering over here. So stay tuned for that. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Thank you so much for your support on this channel. I hope everybody, don't let anybody try to tell you about your business. You go about your business. You shine your light. You use your talent. You keep your peace. You possess your joy. It's yours. You deserve it. You've earned it. You are who you are. Love who you are, and not the evaluation, not the opinion of other people that counts. Your opinion of you, what your opinion is from your higher power. That's what matters. Go by that, and everything and everybody else cast it aside. Cast it aside. They're irrelevant. They don't matter. Okay? It's about you at the end of the day. Love the life that you have. Love your own self. Love your own thoughts and use them. Don't just have great thoughts, great opinions, great goals. Go out there and do something with it. and be the best you that you can. So I thank y'all for joining me today. Appreciate everybody's support, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys either Wednesday or Sunday. I'm not sure yet, but I'll put it up on, I'll do a thumbnail so you guys will see. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday.